Hey, howdy, hi. My name's Everett Kai, and welcome to This World Unknown. Now, this is going to be different than, most of the games I play, because this is a dating sim. And, well, let's get started. Luca, do you know when you're coming back? I'm afraid I can't say. I don't know when this war is supposed to end. Nobody does. It's been years already, but nothing seems to have changed. I always need new men to fight. I know that, but... Ray, please, don't cry. Not for me. I'm sorry, I'm being selfish, aren't I? Even though I said I wouldn't, it happened before I even realized it. Silly. Uh, I guess I must be crying like that, even though I think you're doing the right thing, even though I want you to, but when I stop and think about it, Listen, Ray, don't worry. I'll see you again. I'll definitely see you again. I'll come back, whether it takes months or years. You promise? Of course, I promise. April 21st. I open my eyes slowly, hesitantly, and the new day rushes forth to greet me. Sunlight streams in through the open window, engulfing my vision and making me wince. Ow. I blink away the white spots that bloom in front of my eyes like mushrooms. It takes a little while longer than usual. Why do I feel so groggy this morning? I sigh, holding a hand to my head. My hair's all messy. I must have been tossing and turning in my sleep again. I had another dream last night. A dream about him. I can still remember the day perfectly, down to the last detail. How loud and excitable the crowds were, with their paper streamers and colorful banners held aloft in the wind. The way the white clouds drifted along in the pale blue sky, the boats across the water. My hair, which was tied up in braids, slightly crooked, one just a bit thicker than the other. Luca's smile, and how it trembled when he tried to comfort me, the way he turned his head to one side to hide his expression so I wouldn't see. But I still knew. He was scared. He tried not to show it, but I could tell. It's been almost a year now. I wonder how he is. I wonder if he's still alive. Luca. Huh? Nom. Nom 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 nom. Medium rare, still slightly bloody. I can almost smell it. Lying in the bed beside me, her blanket rucked up around her legs, is Claire. Her arms are wrapped around the pillow, and she's gnawing on it like it's a juicy steak. Maybe in her dreams, it is. The dreams of maidens are pure things, I guess. I shouldn't intrude. Still, I wonder how many pillows she goes through in a month with those sharp teeth of hers. Claire's always been a restless sleeper. She even walks around in her sleep sometimes, though she hasn't done that for a few months. I'm kind of happy about that. Seeing someone else stumble around, eyes closed, kind of like a zombie, is pretty unnerving, even if it's only Claire. No, come back. Don't go. I want to eat you. Don't leave me alone like this. I guess she still talks in her sleep, though. Now, I wonder what she could have possibly be dreaming about. I shake my head, trying to drive any Luca-related thoughts from my mind. What's the point in making myself miserable about something I can't change? I can't afford to spend time moping. I have work to do. Alright, Ray, let's go. You can do this. Slap my cheeks with the palms of both my hands, trying to psych myself up. Ow. Stinks more than I expected. Maybe I hit myself a little too hard there. Claire and I sit in the kitchen, surrounded by the chatter of our fellow nurses. As per usual, they don't pay much attention to us. Steffi gives me a sleepy sigh, and Marie wishes me a good morning, but that's about it. I wonder if they keep their distance, because Claire and I are the youngest nurses here. I don't really mind, though. That just means Claire and I can talk together uninterrupted. This stuff always tastes so bitter. Do you think? I frown, taking another sip of my knotweed tea. No, it's the same knotweed tea as always, fairly mild with hardly any flavor. If I had any complaint about this drink, it certainly wouldn't be that it's too bitter. Mine's just fine. But mine isn't. Mine never is. Maybe we have different tastes? I mean, you were eating maidens in your dream. That's That's pretty different than what I like to eat. No way, I bet Valley's trying to make me sick, jerk. Why would Dr. Valerian try to make you sick? I don't know, normal humans like myself can't understand how that monster thinks. I know you can be quite stern, but you don't need to go that far. Bet he's punishing me because I'm always the last one to wake up. He's giving me the super bitter brew to teach me a lesson. I know it. Well, you do look a little more awake than you did 5 minutes ago. This is discrimination. I'm totally gonna complain. Who are you gonna complain to? I don't know. One of the saints. Aren't they meant to strike down bad men who do mean things to cute girls? I don't recall any bits about that in the scriptures myself. Then they need rewriting. Who, if not the saints, will protect us cute girls? It's so unfair. So saying, Claire lets her head fall against the tabletop with a thud. Now then, is that complaining I hear? This early in the morning? Could that, by any chance, be you, Claire? Her. Don't urge me, young lady. What? You guys look the same age to me. Maybe it's just our style, or... Oh, I'm sorry. That isn't much better. Dr. Valiant looks pristine as always. His outfit is spotless, his shirt is perfectly white, the collar stiff and starched. The only strange thing about his appearance would be the heavy bags under his eyes. Typical anime boy. Always thought those prominent bags combined with his pasty skin made him look like a corpse. Not that I've said this to his face. I do have some common sense. If he had the red eyes, he would look like a vampire. Maybe he hasn't been getting enough sleep lately. Running a hospital, even a small one like this, must be quite stressful. And that's before you consider some of the more troublesome patients. And aren't you gonna turn your head when I address you? It's rude to keep staring at the table. Don't wanna. Why not? The table doesn't mind being stared at. It's not complaining. But I am. You complain about everything. Because my nurses are so argumentative. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Doing what? Counting these marks on the table. It's real interesting. Much more interesting than you. I see. And why haven't you drunk your knotweed tea? I did drink it, some of it, but it tastes gross. Why do we have to drink this every single day? Because we work at a hospital filled with ill people. If you don't drink your knotweed tea in the morning, your body will become more
susceptible
to illness. You don't want to get sick, do you? No, but then finish your tea. The last thing I want is for you to contract smallpox. You worry about me that much, huh? Hardly. It'd just be a pain, that's all. A pain? I'm in a hospital here. I'm meant to take care of my patients, not my nurses. They should be smart enough to look after themselves. Honestly, sometimes I feel more like a babysitter than a doctor. Man. Claire groans, pushing herself up from the table. If I didn't know any better, I'd say these two get together in the end. You jerk, you didn't have to say it like that. But it's the only way to make you listen. You have to be cruel to be kind. I disagree. But in your case, you just like being cruel. Perhaps, but it's a well-known fact that bullies are the best at getting things done. Without tyrants, our country would have been conquered years ago, centuries ago. Okay. Yeah, you flatter yourself too much, old man. They look the same age. Somebody has to know. My nurses will do it for me. Because you're a jerk. Nobody likes a jerk, Valley. Only women with certain specific interests, if you catch my drift. Claire! What? It's true, isn't it? I have no idea what you're talking about. Now hurry up and drink your tea. We haven't got all day. Aye, whatever you say, Captain. Salute, Claire picks up her mug of tea and drinks, downing the rest in one. When she slams the mug back down on the table, it's with an exaggerated grimace. There. Done. Good job. Do you want me to applaud? I don't know why you're offering. You wouldn't even do it if I asked. Unusually perceptive of you. The air is infused with the scent of incense and decay, sandalwood mixed with dust. I shift slightly, my knees scraping against the floor. My eyes closed, hands clasped together at my front, I pray. I worry that in this harsh and unforgiving world, I'll never run out of things or people to pray for. The success of our harvest this year, the patients back at the hospital, our soldiers away from home, defending the borders of our country, and him, too, the one who's never far from my mind no matter what I'm doing. LUCA. The fish? How is he? Is he alright? I want to know. I need to know. I wish there was some way for me to find out, but short of divine intervention, that's just not possible. Information travels slowly around here. It takes weeks for news to reach our tiny village out in the middle of nowhere, and by the time it does arrive, it's already weeks out of date. All the news we receive, if we receive it at all, is old news, filtered through the mouths of so many different people that it's completely unreliable. I wish I could help you, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything other than pray. Will my voice reach you wherever you are? Will it deliver you back home? I can only hope. Greetings, Ray. It's always a pleasure to see you here. It's so early in the morning, too. Huh? My head snaps upwards, my eyes widening in surprise. It's just you, Celine. I'm sorry if I startled you. I didn't mean to disrupt your prayers. Oh no, it's alright. You don't need to worry. I was just about ready to leave, anyway. The moment my mind wanders onto the subject of LUCA is a good indication that I need something to distract me. Thinking about him only makes me unhappy. You're too kind. You can just tell me if I'm getting in your way. I won't be upset. No, it's fine. I enjoy your company. Besides, I could never tell a priestess to get out of my way. That would be sacrilege. So you say, but... Celine sways from side to side, her wings fluttering anxiously. I don't know if I feel much like a priestess. I just annoy people. Well, you've only been doing it for a week. Nobody's good at anything at the very beginning. You can do it. I hope so, for the sake of my father. Father would be rolling around in his grave if he knew how useless I am. But Celine... What is it? Your dad, well... Your dad is still alive, you know. Huh? He isn't in his grave yet, so he couldn't possibly roll in it. Are you sure? Quite sure. Is that how it is? That's how it is. Oh. Oh, I mean, it wasn't as though I was wishing my own father into an early grave or anything. I'm not that much of an ungrateful daughter, really. It's just, he's been in the hospital for so long, and when I went to see him last time, he got mad at me and said if I had enough time to waste with a dying old man, then I wasn't taking my duty seriously enough. I haven't had the time to do much else other than stay here and light candles and conduct services and listen to bereaved villagers play the organ, and it all got pretty busy and overwhelming, so I kind of forgot Father was still alive, even though I'm his daughter. How heartless can I be? Celine, I'm sure it'll be alright. No, it won't. I don't even deserve to live anymore. Okay. Drama queen. There. Hey, I'm sure it'll be fine. You just made a small mistake, an honest mistake. You definitely won't be punished for it. But look, Celine, if you pray for forgiveness from Saint Agnestine, no harm will be done. It'll be fine. It'll be fine? Yes, I promise. Very well, then. Good luck, Celine. This girl, she's supposed to be a priestess, a source of tranquility to help soothe us villagers, but she can be quite stressful to deal with sometimes. Saint Agnestine, please forgive me, for I have strayed. I've wished death upon my own father, though I love him dearly. Tell me, how may my sin be forgiven? I always thought those stained glass depiction of the saints were a little creepy with their dead eyes and slightly deformed facial features. Plus, they all look far too tall. I guess the person who designed these windows, however many years ago, didn't understand human anatomy. The saints all look like praying mantises. Well, if the saints have to resemble insects, maybe the praying mantis is best? This is a church and they are praying mantises. Wait a minute. What in the world am I thinking, comparing a saint to a mantis, and in the house of God too? The pun wasn't even good enough to make my brief moment of heresy worthwhile. Girl, it's okay. Calm down. I think I need to pray extra hard too. Girl. The bell jingles as I push open the door to the Sacred Heart Bakery. It's a cozy, small shop located in the middle of the village square, a few doors down from the apothecary. The comforting aroma of baking bread hangs in the air. It helps dampen the sharp stench of hay, dung, and chickens that drift into the shop from the main street. Well, look who it is. Hey there, little lady. Hello, Isa. Isa grunts and sets a tray of freshly baked bread to one side. As he does so, Marion, the owner of Sacred Heart, walks forward to greet me. Hello, Ray. It's been a pleasure to see you, as always. The same to you, Marion. And what brings you here today, Ray? Running errands for the doctor? Yes, that's right. We need some more supplies. Then you've come to the right place. The bread at Sacred Heart Bakery is always fluffy and delicious, crusty on the outside but warm and soft within, made with consideration, dedication, and just a little bit of love. Marion, Ree's a regular customer. She doesn't need to hear your business spiel every time she comes in. Silly me, I forgot. What do you mean? Didn't you think I was cute? An old woman like you shouldn't try to act adorable. It's just not natural. Again, they all look the same age. I would like some clarification, please. That being said, the art style's really cute and the art just looks good. I need a little bit more information on the characters. And a cheeky boy like you shouldn't insult his seniors so blatantly. Not if he knows what's good for him. Okay, I don't think I like you. Was that a threat? Oh my, maybe it was, who can say? But if you wake up tomorrow morning without any hair left on your pretty little head, it certainly won't be my fault. Of course not, you old hag. Ahaha. Ahaha. These two even like each other? I wish somebody could explain Asa and Marion's relationship to me since I've never been able to figure it out. Again, how old are these people? Anyway, can I have 10 loaves of freshly baked bread, please? Of course, I'll check on it right now. Just give me a moment. Still giggling, Marion turns to leave. The numerous bits and pieces of jewelry threaded through her hair clink together as she moves, making her sound like a living, breathing windchime. I hope this isn't a bother asking for so much bread. We have a lot of mouths to feed, not just the patients, but us nurses too. It's no problem, right? Anything for my favorite customer. You shouldn't say that. It's rude to the others. But isn't it only natural that out of all the people I serve, I should end up with a favorite or two? I can guarantee across the whole village, nay, the whole of Aslan, nobody is as cute as you. Cute? I don't know. But I do, as a connoisseur of cute girls. I can say it with certainty. You're definitely the cutest, Ree. So frowns, leaning against the counter. With his piercing green eyes and bright red hair, he really is eye-catching, perhaps even more so than the windows in the church. Seriously though, are you alright? You have some killer bags under your eyes. You'll end up looking like the good doctor if you don't watch it. I'm fine. You sure? Been getting enough sleep? You haven't been thinking about him again, have you? Maybe a little. I can't help it. I can imagine you were always such a mother hen. What does that mean? I mean, you fuss over people. Isn't that why you became a nurse? I suppose so. Maybe. I don't know. Necessity played a much bigger part in my current career than desire. The hospital was the only place in the village I could find that would take me in. It's not like I don't enjoy it, though. It's fulfilling work. At least it lets me feel useful. But don't worry too much about LUCA, okay? I stiffen. I was trying so hard not to think about Luca. Having his name brought up so suddenly is painful. It stings more keenly than any cut. Asa, he's tough. He always has been. He can get by on his own, you know? So there's no need to fret. I know, but we've had patients brought into the hospital before because of severe injuries, attacked by demons, ambushed by bandits, or assaulted by wild animals. I don't often see patients who have been hurt in battle. The ongoing war against Eressa takes place miles and miles away from our sleepy little village, up in northern towns and cities that border the sea. But it doesn't matter. I've seen enough people writhing in pain, their faces pale, brows flushed, to know how deadly going for a stroll in the forest at night can be, let alone going off to fight an army of thousands. Some of our patients have to have limbs amputated, some go blind, some are even bleeding on the inside, some don't ever make it, even when it looks like they're about to recover. Working with so many sick people must be tough. No wonder you're starting to look peaky. Maybe a little, but I don't really mind it. I like being able to help, even if it doesn't always work out. I still want to do my best. That's right, that's the spirit. Keep your chin up, little lady. I'm not a little lady. I'm a year older than you, Asa. A whole year. Sure doesn't look like it. You haven't grown an inch since you hit 13. That's none of your concern, you jerk. Besides, I have grown. I've just been growing normally. It's you who suddenly shot up 3 feet overnight. You're truly the weird one here. I am not. R2. I am not. R2! My, the atmosphere around here feels kind of nice all of a sudden. Don't mind us, Mirren. It's just how Rhea and I flirt. Flirt? What do you mean flirt? I would never. Oh, that's nice. I just thought there was a spark between you two. Mm-hmm. A spark? Yes, kind of like, what was it? Like characters in a farce comedy. No, I don't think farce comedies are meant to be romantic. I can feel my face getting redder and redder. Just like Asa's hair. Shouldn't you be a little bit more careful? Careful? I don't know the meaning of the word. And that's precisely what I'm worried about. I don't want you to make it even worse. Nonsense. I'm fine, just fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'm a hero. Well, if you're sure. Garrett's leg, though, being supported by splints, is a lot better than it did when he first came to the hospital. However, I'm not sure he should be walking around it yet. Alright, I think I'm going to end it there. So, we will return with Garrett next time. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Comment down below, and if there's any games or even dating sims you'd like me to play. And maybe leave a like if you wanna, and I will see you next time.